In the secluded village of Eldridge stood Blackwood Manor, a crumbling relic of a bygone era. The manor had a sinister reputation, whispered about in hushed tones among the villagers. It was said that those who entered never came back the same, their minds haunted by the dark secrets within its walls. One cold autumn evening, a young couple, Sarah and James, arrived in Eldridge. They were historians, eager to uncover the truth behind the manor's mysterious past. Ignoring the villagers' warnings, they made their way to Blackwood Manor, determined to document their findings. The iron gates creaked open, and the couple stepped onto the overgrown path leading to the entrance. The manor's facade was covered in ivy, its windows dark and foreboding. As they entered, the air grew heavy with a sense of impending dread. The interior was a labyrinth of decaying rooms and long-forgotten corridors. Dust-covered portraits lined the walls, their eyes seeming to follow Sarah and James as they explored. The couple set up their equipment in the grand hall, preparing to spend the night in the manor. As darkness fell, strange things began to happen. The temperature plummeted, and an unnatural chill filled the air. Whispering voices echoed through the halls, too faint to understand but unmistakably present. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, always just out of sight. Sarah and James, undeterred, continued their investigation. In the library, they discovered an old diary belonging to the manor's last inhabitant, Lady Evelyn Blackwood. The entries spoke of her descent into madness, driven by the spirits of those who had died within the manor's walls. Her final entry was a frantic scrawl warning of a malevolent presence that fed on fear and despair. As midnight approached, the manor's haunting grew more intense. Doors slammed shut on their own, and ghostly apparitions flickered in and out of existence. The couple's equipment malfunctioned, their cameras capturing only static and their audio devices filled with eerie, disembodied laughter. Suddenly, the grand hall chandelier began to sway violently. The whispering voices grew louder, forming an unintelligible chorus that filled the room. Sarah and James, now truly terrified, tried to leave, but the manor seemed to have other plans. Every exit they tried was blocked by an invisible force. In a desperate bid to escape, they fled to the basement, where they discovered a hidden chamber. The walls were covered in strange symbols, and in the center of the room was an ancient, blood-stained altar. It was here that the malevolent presence made itself known. A shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. The entity spoke in a voice that chilled them to the bone, revealing itself as the spirit of a long-forgotten sorcerer who had cursed the manor. It fed on the fear and suffering of those who dared to enter, and now it had claimed Sarah and James as its latest victims. Trapped in the chamber, the couple could only watch in horror as the shadows closed in around them. Their screams echoed through the halls of Blackwood Manor, joining the chorus of tormented souls forever bound to the cursed place. The next morning, the villagers of Eldridge found the manor eerily quiet. There was no sign of Sarah and James, only their abandoned equipment, and the diary of Lady Evelyn, open to the last chilling entry. The legend of Blackwood Manor lived on, another tale of those who ventured inside and were never seen again.